I've been watching the videos and the interviews, and I know that you've written so much of this on the train. Yes. And I need to know how you write such good sex on public transportation.
Like this. So no one can see.
I mean, is there, for those of us who don't necessarily write, or for those that do even, how do you get into the headspace to write such a very passionate and tumultuous love story?
Well, I just use my imagination, really. I get lost and miss my stop, usually. Because of that. I listen to music. I listen to music to write everything, and I have a playlist. And I have my Let's Write Some Sex playlist. And I listen to songs over and over and over and over again, and you'd be quite surprised what those songs are, I can tell you. So, not what you think. And so yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, but you've mentioned it, so now we have to know. Name one song that's on the Let's Write About Sex playlist.
Sexy by the Black Eyed Peas.
Very nice. I wasn't expecting that.
What song? It's a great rhythm, you know?
Black Eyed Peas. So we are here in New York, where clearly there is a wild reaction to 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
Are you finding a difference between being here in the U.S. and how this book has been accepted elsewhere?
I've only really been here promoting it, so I've not done any other events in any other part of the planet. So
Yet.
Probably won't after this. So yeah, no, the reaction here has been, it went viral here before it went viral anywhere else. So the reaction here has been intense.
Intense and extraordinary. And you've been on every major news and entertainment outlet. It is impossible to turn on a TV.
I'm sorry about that.
We like it. I love it. It's impossible to turn on a TV without hearing about Christian Grey. So you've undoubtedly been asked every question at the moment. But is there something that reporters and journalists haven't asked you yet that you really wish they would ask you?
When are you going home?
When are you going home?
And I'm going home on Saturday.
But what, I guess the real question here is, what do you really want your fans, your friends, the new people in your life to know about you that they're not necessarily getting from a few minute, 2020 clip?
Well, I don't really want to. I'm very boring, very dull, and just very ordinary. And I just did not expect this. I'm going to go home. I'm going to do my laundry. I'm going to shout at my children. I'm going to hang around with my husband. The whole thing.
How do you think your family, without giving any details about the family away, are going to react to this upon your return?
Oh, you're back. What did you get me in New York? That's what I will get. And today I bought a hat. I bought a little hat for my son because he likes to dress up, my eldest son, and I bought a beanie for my little boy. So far.
No matter where you are, no matter where you go, even as a best-selling author, it's still, you're back, what'd you bring me? And I think I need to ask the question that really everyone wants to know. What is on tap next for you?
Yes.
Hopefully about 4 weeks of sleep. Not necessarily on my own, but So, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I've got several ideas. I'd like a holiday, and maybe get my kitchen done, which we talked about, and after that, I don't know.
Christian Grey book, all about... If any of you didn't hear that, I'm presuming the question was, will you write a book from Christian's perspective?
Yeah.
Never say say never.
So, Erica, I want to know, I mean, you've clearly inspired so many people, and not just writers, but people whose relationships may have been lacking and you've inspired them. Who inspires you?
Well, I was inspired by Stephanie Meyer, for one. I'm inspired by my husband. I'm inspired by things I see around Broadway, small children. Who inspires me? I get inspiration from all over the place. All over the place. People just drop words into a conversation and you just think, and you just fly off. In fact, we're staying at a hotel, and they have it's a very old hotel, and a sealed off post office box that you can post letters to. And Val, who I'm staying with, my agent, said, God, isn't that amazing? There's been letters there, they're sealed. And I said, yeah, wouldn't it be amazing if when they sealed it off, they found a letter that had been stuck up there from many, many years ago. So you just, in your mind just started racing with that, that sort of thing. Just conversation all the time.
And your projects for the future, potentially, will they have the same? Will they have the same erotic component?
Some may. It depends on the story and the characters,
Well, I have to say, you happen to write some really
great stuff.
Hot sex. You do, and I mean, I'm going to ask the question that you've been asked before, but it's a new audience. I mean, how does one collect research for such
Well, you have a willing husband. You have an imagination, and you have the internet. That sort of thing. We've had a lot of fun researching these books.
And should we ever collect your computer, we will find...
My computer's out bounds. In fact, I was having because I've been doing a lot of signing, I was having a massage in somewhere in New York. And I suddenly thought, shit, I left my computer in my room. So I was going to find it. Relaxed. I was absolutely terrified. So as soon as I finished my massage, I was back in my hotel. Of course, it was fine, it was still there. And now it has a password on it, so that's good. So never goes missing. It's safe.
Oh, man. What is the biggest compliment you've gotten about the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, aside from the 50 Shades of Grey babies that are going to show up like 8 months from now, all with the name Christian Grey?
I've had so many. It's the reader response has been extraordinary. I've got about 1,800 unread emails, so I'm sorry about that. Just people saying thank you. I think for me the most extraordinary thing is people saying, I haven't read a book for 5, 10, 15, 20. I've never read a book. And I've read 4 books in 3 weeks, or 3 days, or in a week, 3 of them. And that, to me, is just extraordinary.
It is. I have to say, I read all 3 in 48 hours. My husband was very happy. So where do you think the story goes next for you and for these characters? Before we close, I mean, is there some end to the story? Is there a conclusion, or are we going to just...
I thought I had finished it.
That's like an intro for me.
So I don't know. We're gonna try and make a movie that's gonna be good.
I think that is really quite an extraordinary place to end this journey here for the night. You have inspired so many of us. You have changed the way we see ourselves, the way we see women's sexuality, the way we can change the public discourse and really, acknowledge that we are all sexual beings regardless of what we do and who we do it with. And I think it's about damn time, so thank you.